On today's show, we're going to be talking about what the best marketing strategies are for your landscaping business. And we'll talk through the strategies that we've seen work well, that we've helped with our clients. We'll talk through the things that I've seen many of our clients do independently inside of their businesses. And so we're going to just walk through multiple different strategies. And the goal is that this will spark some ideas for you. You'll think about new ways you can get out there and get results as it relates to marketing and attract more of your ideal customers and more of your ideal employees that can work for you. So stay tuned and we'll dive right in. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. So determining what's best for marketing your landscaping business does have a lot to do with what stage of business you're in. So on our site at landscapemarketinghero.com, if you click on free tools, there's actually a calculator there that will show you what you should invest and what you should expect to get back from that investment. So you know how many customers you're going to get, how many new employees you're going to get. It gives you a great estimation of what we've seen work for many of our clients. So I definitely encourage you to check that out. But generally speaking, somewhere between 7 to 10% of your revenue should be spent on your advertising and marketing the business. When I share that with clients, the majority of them say, "Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of my budget. That's a lot more than I expected." And one of the reasons why we recommend that is after extensive research and testing internally for ourselves here at Landscape Marketing Hero, and in addition, doing a ton of research with multiple other sources, we found that when you're willing to commit that much to advertising, you're actually able to outspend your competitors and grow your business. Tomorrow on the show, we're going to talk about some more details around that of how you can make sure that you have the budget for advertising. But today we're going to be talking more about kind of the strategies, the things that you should consider. One of the things that is often overlooked in the early stages of building landscaping companies, we see this with our clients, we see this with prospects we talk to, is they don't always prioritize or realize how important it is to have great clean looking trucks with great vehicle wraps, and trailer wraps, because you have a mobile billboard all the time. For your crews are out there, they're parked somewhere. Those trucks should not only be branded to the whole neighborhood, but it's also good branding for your existing customers, because the more they see your name, the more they see your brand and logo, it's going to remind them that they can also refer you. So that's something we'll talk about at the show on some point as well, about how to get great referrals from your customers. But investing, the couple $1,000s, to wrap your vehicles goes a long way, because again, you have a mobile on wheels billboard that's, going to be out there all the time. The other thing that you definitely want to use as well are yard signs. And those are very simple to design and put together and get created. If you need any support with that, that's something we help our clients with as well. And the best way to use a yard sign is after you start working with a customer and they're happy with the work and it's early on in the relationship, just reach out to them or meet them in person and, talk to them and say, would it be okay with you if like 2 or 3 times a year I put a yard sign in your yard? Because we would love to work with more great customers like you. And it'll only be up for like a week or, 2 weeks at the longest. and it would really help us grow our business and, continue to be able to serve you really well. And we would love to serve more of your neighbors. And so getting permission is really important. If you just drop a sign in the yard, you can actually irritate your customers. When you ask for permission, the majority of people, when you remind them, we love working for you. You're a great customer. We really push your business. We'd love to find more customers like you. Using that approach and that language, generally speaking, you'll get a large majority of your customers to agree to it. The other thing to use as well, like we talked about on yesterday's show, is you can create door hangers, and you can make it part of the process that every time your crews go out to a new location, they can keep track on a simple, spreadsheet or a document or however you want to track that. And if they haven't put door hangers on the neighbors around the accounts within a month, they can put them out again. So over the course of your mowing and maintenance season, let's say it's 6 months approximately, depending on what the weather's doing this year and what you're doing, they can go and put door hangers on those surrounding neighborhood doors. And it's up to you if you want them to knock and try to introduce themselves. But even just putting that on the door, if they do that multiple times, then that person is going to keep hearing your name. They're going to keep seeing that you're in the neighborhood and that you're servicing other customers in the area. And that will give you more repetitions, and it will give you that consistent branding. Once you do those kind of basic foundational things, then it's easy to move on to branding on Facebook. And one of the things to do there is just to do very similar to what we talked about yesterday, is get a great before and after photo. You can even you can stitch it together using like a tool like Canva. So it's one image, or you can put a couple images up there. But generally with actually paid advertising on Facebook, it's good just to have that before and after all in one photo, kind of cut in the middle there. And then you can put that up and say, here's the work that we did, in your local, neighborhood community. And we'd love to serve you. Reach out if you have questions. Here's our phone number. Here's our website. You can put a very simple ad up, and you can make the targeting on Facebook, which is something we help all our clients with. But if you want to tackle it on your own, you can make the targeting to just be covering all the zip codes or the area, the mile radius that you service. And you can just run that for, a month, and then you can change it up with a new before and after. You don't have to make it overly complicated, but you do need to consistently run it. So what I always encourage folks to do is make sure that you set a marketing budget, even if you aren't in the 7 to 10% of your revenue range yet. Whatever you can invest, set it at a level that you can set it there and never reduce it unless something really catastrophic or crazy happens in the business. That way your advertising is a continual monthly investment, and you get used to investing that. And over time, you will see results. Anybody that comes to you and says, well, if we turn on advertising for you, you're going to instantly get new customers, is either, lying to you or going to way overcharge you, or is promising on something that they really shouldn't, because marketing is about consistency over time. The same thing applies with Google Ads. When you have a little bit of a bigger budget, I typically recommend that people at least have $1,500 to $2,000 a month to start with Google Ads, where with Facebook, you can do, 500 to 1,000 pretty easily. Sometimes you can do a little bit less, but at 500 to 1,000 just for Facebook, you have an adequate advertising budget, where with Google Ads, 1,500 to 2,000 or even more, you can turn those on. And with Google Ads, it's definitely a good idea to have an expert in Google Ads involved, because there's a lot of keywords, there's targeting. It's a little bit more, both are complex platforms, but it's even more complex sometimes with Google. And then when you do turn that on, the same thing, you want to turn it on at the point that you can commit to it and run it for the long run. And it's about optimizing and getting better and better results. It's not about starting and stopping based on if you're busy or not busy, because that will just mess up all your marketing efforts. The last thing you can do to market your business that we'll talk about today, which is a great strategy, is be intentional and try to go to a few in-person events every month, whether it's your local chamber of commerce, or there's any other business networking groups, or, there's community events where, a lot of, customers with homes would be there. Be there. If it's a small amount to sponsor an event, that's a great way to get your name out there. But being in person with the prospects who you want to become your customers is a great way to build the relationship and really be consistent with your marketing. So those are some things to spark some ideas for you. If you need any help with marketing, it's what we love doing. You can head over to landscapemarketinghero.com and reach us there, or comment below, or reach out to us, and we'd be glad to serve you. And I will see you on tomorrow's show. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.